Kanye West is an award-winning rapper and fashion icon at the reins of the powerhouse brand Yeezy. He's also reality star Kim Kardashian's husband. But if there's anything the famous rapper will be remembered for, it's his dedication to so-called free thought. Here are his most bizarre interviews ever. Apparently, nothing gets West more upset than conversations about the fashion industry. During a 2013 interview on Sway in the Morning on SiriusXM's Shade 45, he opened up about his attempts to break into the fashion world, venting about a lack of support and creative freedom from designers. He quickly took those frustrations out on host Sway Calloway. When Sway asked why West wouldn't just skirt the industry and work independently, a one-man screaming match ensued.
You ain't got the answer, Sway.
Kanye.
I've been doing this more than you.
As Sway tried to keep things reasonable by comparing the rapper's experiences with Sway's own struggles in the fashion industry, West upped his attack.
It ain't no Ralph, though. It ain't Ralph
but
level.
Let me ask you this. I'm asking
What's the name of your clothing line? We don't know.
West eventually apologized to Sway, but the chat remained a half-conversation, half-shouting match for a good chunk of the interview. 1 week later, Sway had some follow-up comments that were sympathetic to West.
Everything that Kanye said, I think is true. In fact, I believe in everything that he's trying to do, and I think we all should listen to the message.
Fans finally got to keep up with West in 2019 when he sat down for his first interview on Keeping Up with the Kardashians. He'd appeared on the show before, but never before for this key component. It turned out that the change of heart had to do with a certain beloved Pixar movie.
This interview is because of the movie The Incredibles.
Why?
It starts off with the interviews. The superheroes are giving interviews.
West also felt compelled to talk about the similarities between Elastigirl and his own wife.
The wife got a big butt, and I just see our life becoming more and more and more like The Incredibles until we can finally fly.
Another possible reason that West relates so hard to The Incredibles might be because he believes he himself is superpowered. He has synesthesia, which means that one sense is perceived as another. In Kanye's case, he sees sound. He told Surface magazine that this is his, quote, mutant handicap. West stuck it to the fashion naysayers in a big way in a 2016 interview with W magazine. In the middle of a long-winded rant about how disrespected and undervalued he is by the fashion industry, he said, "I refuse people who write me off as some rich kid taking a hobby, fashion as a f***ing hobby or a fashion plate." He then noted that he has a PhD, which is kind of true, as he was awarded an honorary doctorate from the School of the Art Institute in Chicago in 2015. Continuing on about the power of his degree, West added, "Me saying that makes the difference to the exact people I'm talking to. It's like, shut the f*** up. I will f***ing laser you with alien f***ing eyes and explode your f***ing head. Shut the f*** up. Try to write a rap. Okay then, I made this f***ing t-shirt, now shut up." As if the interview wasn't already weird enough, West went on to compare himself to Vanellope from Wreck-It Ralph. There are a lot of controversial titles in West's music catalog. Perhaps the most controversial is the 2013 track I Am a God off his sixth album, Yeezus. Upon its release, many leveled criticism and accusations of blasphemy at the rapper, but he defiantly stood by the song. While speaking to Zane Lowe for an interview with BBC Radio 1, West declared that he indeed believes he's a supreme being.
When someone comes up and says something like, I am a god, everybody says, who does he think he is? I just told you who I thought I was, a god.
And that wasn't the only outlandish and grandiose statement he made. West managed to squeeze in rants about everything from how much of an inspiration he is to how he's the biggest rock star in the world.
I'm the #1 rock star on the planet.
West has repeatedly said that the late Steve Jobs is an inspiration to him, but he took his fandom to a really bizarre level in a 2013 interview with the New York Times. Ahead of the release of Yeezus, the rapper went off on a bold tangent about the Apple co-founder, saying that his own name will have the same cultural impact of the former CEO. As he put it, "I think what Kanye West is going to mean is something similar to what Steve Jobs means. I am undoubtedly, Steve of internet, downtown, fashion, culture, period, by a long jump." The declarations only became even grander from there, as West compared himself to other icons, like Walt Disney, Anna Wintour, and Howard Hughes before ultimately declaring, "I am the nucleus." Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Nicki Swift videos about your favorite stars are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.